Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So children, as you all are aware that we have started our chapter 5 and in that we were doing basic mathematical operations, and yesterday we have started with our fourth basic mathematical operation, that is that is your division of fraction by a whole number and division of fraction by natural number, or we can say that with the other fraction also. So now children, right now we will start our exercise 5.7, that is related to division of fraction, which we have seen. So let us revise what example we have taken yesterday. For example, if a person order for a pizza, and that large pizza is of 8 equal parts, and a child has said that I won't be able to eat one whole piece, then I am going to eat half of that 1/8 part. So how will you find it out that what fraction of pizza was eaten by him? So children, let's find it out. That kind of a question only. Now from your exercise 5.7 you have simplify that division problems. So let's simplify it. Simplify means you are finding the solution by simplifying it, and in this also you are going to reduce it also. So reducing of fraction also we will do it. So let's start that. Our first one question, that is 1/3. Now the question is simplify. So let's start it. First one, the heading is common for all the question. Fine. The heading is common for all the question. Simplify. Now what you have to simplify? You have been given with a fraction which is divided by a whole number. Fine. Or by a natural number, and you have to simplify it. Now let's see first one. First one is 1/3 divided by 5. Now this question will be given to you all. Now 1/3 divided by 5. First we will start the division. We have to understand that what do you mean by 1/3 divided by 5. Now children, see, 1/3 divided by 5 means either it will be written here by, or division symbol will be given. Means 1/3 again is going to divided by 5 parts of it. So you have to find out what will be the fifth part of that, or the 5 different parts of that 1/3. So what we will do here in the solution, first of all we will write this. Okay, one more thing in this. 1/3 is what kind of a fraction? 1/3 is what kind of a fraction? Unit fraction, because a fraction which has 1 in its numerator, a fraction which has 1 in its numerator is called unit fraction. So this 1/3 will become your unit fraction. That will be divided by 5, which is a whole number. Now 5 by 1 we will write. Whenever we don't have anything in the denominator, what we will write? We will write 1 over there. Fine. So we have written 1 over there. Now what is the next step now? The next step is what we will do. This division will be changed into multiplication. 1/3. And when I am changing this division symbol into multiplication, the fraction which is after division, that will become reciprocal. Reciprocal means that denominator will goes into numerator, and that numerator will comes into denominator. So it will become 1/5. So what we will do it? Now numerator will multiplied by numerator, and denominator will multiplied by denominator. So 1 1s are 1, 3 5s are 15. So what will be the answer of this? 1/15. Fine. I hope you understood this. Let's see how to solve it again. Now what is given to you? We'll see all the concepts again. You have been given with, first of all, what is the question? Simplify. Simplify means you are going to change it into simple form. If whenever we were changing it anything in simple form, that is called simplification or simplify. Now here you have been given with a unit fraction 1 by 3. Why it is called unit fraction? Because unit fractions are those fractions which has 1 in its numerator. So here 1 by 3 will be divided by 5. Fine. Now we don't have anything in the denominator. This whole number is there. So what we will write it in denominator? We will write 1 over there. What we will write it? We will write it 1 over there. Fine. So we have written 1 over there. After that, this division symbol will be changed it into multiplication. So this fraction which is after division symbol, that will become reciprocal. Now what is reciprocal means? That will be opposite. That denominator will become numerator and numerator will become denominator. Now 5 by 1 will become 1 by 5. Fine. Now the next step, now this will become that multiplication one question only, which we have done it just now. So that will become that multiplication only. So here 1 by 3 will be multiplied by 1 by 5. Fine. So here what we will do, numerator will multiplied by numerator and denominator will multiplied by denominator. So what we will get it? 1 ones are 1 and 3 5s are 15. So in this way you will get it 1 by 15 as an answer. Now if I'll ask 1 by 15 is what kind of a fraction? What will be your answer? Your answer will be that it is an unit fraction because it has 1 in its numerator. So we keep on revising whatever concepts, whatever types of fraction we have done earlier, we keep on revising it. It will help you. It will help you that you won't be able to forget it anytime. Fine. You will be remembering it and we keep on revising it whichever question we will be getting, and in that question we will revise the previous concept also. So children, now let's start with the second question, that is 1 by 5. Second question is 1 by 5 divided by 4. Now this is your second question, 1 by 5 divided by 4. Now I am going to ask from you, 1 by 5 is an example of what kind of fraction? Fine? Yes, you all are knowing that is an example of unit fraction. 1 by 5 is an example of unit fraction because it has 1 in its numerator. So now we have 4 as a whole number to divide 1 by 5. Now 1 by 5 is divided into 4 equal parts. What we were doing to 1 by 5? 1 by 5 को we were dividing into 4 equal parts. So what will be the each fraction? Fine. So we'll start the solution now. First step, we'll write the question 1 by 5 divided by 4. Now we don't have anything in the denominator. So what we will write over there? We will write 1 over there. What we will write over there? We will write 1 over there. Now for solving that division, now opposite of division is multiplication. So what we are going to do it? Yes, we are going to do multiply and then we are going to change that division into multiplication, and then 4 by 1, the fraction which is after division, that will become opposite or reciprocal. So here 1 by 5 that will be multiplied by 1 by 4. Now this denominator will become numerator and numerator will become denominator. So what we will getting 1 into 1, 5 into 4. Now numerator will multiplied by numerator and denominator will multiplied by denominator. After doing the multiplication, 1 ones are 1, 5 fours are 20. So 1 by 20 will be your answer. So let's see this question once again. What is the question here? Simplify 1 by 5 divided by 4. Now 1 by 5 is a unit fraction because it has 1 in its numerator, and that is going to divide it by 4. Now we don't have any denominator, so what we will write here? We will write 1 over there. After this division symbol will be changed into multiplication, and this 4 by 1 will be changed. That denominator will become numerator and numerator will become denominator. Opposite will be there. So now we'll get it 1 by 5 multiply by 1 by 4. Now what is the next step? Numerator will multiply it by the numerator and denominator will multiply it by the denominator. So we'll do the multiplication. 1 ones are 1 and 5 fours are, what we will get it? We will get it 20. Fine. So 1 by 20 will be your answer. So in this way you will do it your second question of simplify. So I hope this second question, that is 1 by 5 divided by 4, is clear to all. So now we'll start with the third one. Now third, we don't have unit fraction. Fine. Third question is a bit different from 1 and 2, because in 1 and 2 we have taken unit fraction, but in question number 3 we have not taken unit fraction. So let's see what we have taken in our third question. So let's start our third question. Third is 9 by 13. 9 by 13 divided by 3. 9 by 13 divided by 3. So let's start this question. 9 by 13 divided by 3. Now here you can see this fraction. Now what kind of a fraction is this? It is very important to know each and every kind of a fraction, as well as you have to revise it again and again. What kind of a fraction we have done? Okay, now if you will get it any fraction, you just revise it once again. Okay, now this fraction is a proper fraction, this fraction is unit fraction, this fraction is improper fraction. Just revise it once again. Fine. So this fraction is an example of proper fraction. Fine. So this proper fraction is going to divided by a whole number. So let's start the division. Now 9 by 13 will be divided by 3. So what you will do it here? The same steps, divided by 3. Now we don't have anything in the denominator, so what we will write? We will write 1 over there. What we will write? We will write 1 over there. After writing 1, what we will do? This division symbol will be changed into multiplication. So here 9 by 13 will be changed into multiply, and this 3 by 1 will become 1 by 3. So now what we will do it? Now numerator will multiplied by numerator and denominator will multiplied by denominator. Fine. Now one more thing we have to do it. In multiplication, what we were doing? When we were reaching on this step, we just find it out. If any denominator and any numerator has a common factor, that must be reduced over here. Now here you can find it out that 3 and 9 are in a common factor. 3 and 9 has a common factor, that is 3. So it can be reduced by 3. 3 ones are and 3 threes are. So what you will get it? 3 ones are 3 and 13 ones are 13. So what will be your answer? 3 by 13. So let's see this question once again. This is your third question of exercise 5.7, that is simplify 9 by 13 divided by 3. Now 9 by 13 is an example of what? 9 by 13 is an example of proper fraction. Fine, because here numerator is lesser than denominator. Why it is called proper fraction? Because numerator is lesser than denominator. That's why it is called proper fraction. Now this proper fraction is going to be divided by whole number, that is 3. Now we don't have anything in the denominator, so what we will write over there? We will write 1 over there. after writing 1, then what we will do? We will write this 9 by 13. Now division will be changed into multiplication. Then what change will occur? That whenever you are changing that division symbol into multiplication, the fraction which is after division symbol, find the fraction which is after division symbol, that will become opposite. Means that numerator will comes into denominator and denominator will comes into numerator. Fine. So what this 3 by 1 will become 1 by 3. Now what is the next step? Numerator will multiplied by the numerator and denominator will multiplied by the denominator. So after doing this step, what we will do? If we are finding any common factor among the numerator and denominator, then what we will do? We will cancel that particular number by that common factor. Now here 3 and 9 comes in the common table of 3. So we'll cancel it. 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. Then we will do the multiplication. 3 ones are 3 and 13 ones are 30. Fine. And we will get it this answer. Fine. 3 ones are 3 and 13 ones are 30. So I hope this question number 3 is clear to you all. So children, now we'll start our next question. That is your question number 4 of this exercise. And now this question number 4, again a question of proper fraction with a whole number. Children, you can be getting a question of improper fraction also. Fine. Improper fraction also. And we will do some of the question of that mixed fraction also. How you can divide a mixed fraction by a proper fraction by using that division symbol. Fine, that also we will do it. So let's start our fourth question. Fourth question is 3 by 5 divided by 9. Now again 3 by 5 is an example of proper fraction. 3 by 5 is an example of proper fraction. So what we will do here? In the solution, we will write 3 by 5 divided by 9. Now we don't have anything in the denominator, so what we will write? We will write 1 over there. That is your first step. Second step, that division symbol must be changed into multiplication. And why we were changing it into multiplication? Because opposite of division is multiplication. So we were changing it into multiplication. So next step, 3 by 5 multiply by 1 by 9. Now what we have to do? Whenever we were changing that division symbol, division into multiplication, the fraction which is there after division, that will become opposite. That numerator will come into denominator and denominator will come into numerator. Like 9 by 1 was there, so that will become 1 by 9. 9 by 1 was there, so that will become 1 by 9. So like this you have to do it. Now what is the next step? That numerator will multiplied by the numerator and denominator will multiplied by the denominator. This is your next step. So how you are going to do it? Now here, can you find any common factor among the numerator and denominator, which you can see here? Can you find it? Yes. So we have a common factor. 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So now 1 ones are 1 and 5 threes are 15. So 1 by 15 will be your answer. Now these two numbers will be multiplied. The numerator, whatever will be left in the numerator, that will multiplied by the numerator, and denominator 5 threes are 15. So 1 by 15 will be your answer. So let's see this question 4 again. What is that question? Question is that a proper fraction which is 3 by 5 is given to you, and this 3 by 5 fraction is supposed to be divided by 9. Fine. Now proper fraction क्या होते हैं? Proper fractions are those fractions which has lesser numerator than denominator. in the fraction in which numerator is lesser than denominator, those fractions are called proper fraction. Now here in this question, proper fraction is given to you and that will be divided by a whole number which is 9. So let's do the division now. 3 by 5 is going to divide it by 9. Now we don't have anything in the denominator, so we will write 1 over there. What we will write here? 1 over there. So now what is the next step? Next step is 3 by 5 will be multiplied by. Now division must be changed into multiplication for solving it, because opposite of division is multiplication. Just like that, opposite of addition is subtraction. Whenever you are doing subtraction, for doing addition or for doing checking of that subtraction, whether your subtraction is correct or not, you are doing addition. Just like that, if you have to check your division, then you are doing multiplication. So this division is going to be changed into multiplication. But what you have to take care, whenever you are changing that division into multiplication, the fraction which is after division symbol, here 9 by 1 is the fraction which is after division symbol. So that fraction will become opposite, means 9 by 1 will become 1 by 9. That will become reciprocal. Fine. So here we have written it 1 by 9. Now numerator will multiply by numerator. Now this solution is same as of your multiplication question. What we were doing? You were multiplying that numerator by the numerator and denominator by the denominator. And if you are finding any common factor among them, like in this you can see that 3 and 9, you have 3 as a common factor. So you are reducing it from the table of 3, and then whatever numerator or denominator will be left, that you are multiplying it. 1 ones are 1 and 5 3s are 15. 1 by 15. Fine? Got it? Okay children. Now we'll come to our fifth question of the same exercise 5.7. So let's start that fifth question. Now fifth question, again an example of this only. The same kind of a question we have, question number 5. But we are going to do it because just now people will be able to understand. So we keep on doing these kind of a questions so that you will be able to remember all the steps which we have it. So let's start with the fifth question is 7 by 11 divided by 14. Now 7 by 11 divided by 14. Now this is your fifth question, which is related to simplify the division sums. Now 7 by 11. So let's start now. 7 by 11 divided by 14. Now here again you can see 7 by 11 is a kind of a proper fraction. Fine. Now what are proper fraction? Proper fractions are those fractions which has lesser numerator. Numerator is less than denominator. So that kind of a fraction is called proper fraction. Now here we have 7 by 11 divided by a whole number, that is 14. So actually what we were doing, we are dividing the first fraction into 14 parts. What we were doing, we were dividing the first fraction into 14 parts. Whatever fraction will be given here, that is divided into these many parts. Whatever whole number is there, means that we're dividing it. Yesterday we have seen in that example. Fine. So what we were doing, dividing means we are doing that many portion, that many parts of that fraction. So how we are going to do that many part? Now first step is we will write this question, whatever given to you. Now if you don't have any denominator in the whole number, but obvious in the whole number you will not be having any denominators, so there you will write it down 1. There you will write 1 over there. Now what is the next step? That's 7 by 11. Now next step is you are going to change division into multiplication. When you are changing division into multiplication, what change will occur? The fraction which is after division that will become reciprocal. Reciprocal means that numerator will become denominator and the denominator will come on the place of numerator. So let's do it. Multiply 1 by 14. Fine. So this is your second step. Now the third step is numerator will multiply by numerator and denominator will multiply by denominator. Now next is you have to see if you have any common factor among the numerator and the denominator. So that must be reduced in this on this step. So here 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. Here you have 7 and 14 and both comes in the table of 7. So 7 is a common factor among 7 and 14. So here 7 ones are 7 and 7 twos are 14. Now numerator will multiply by numerator, 1 ones are 1 and 11 twos are 22. 11 twos are 22. So what will be your answer? 1 by 22. So let's see this question once again. What is given to you in this question? You have been given with simplify number 5, that is 7 by 11 divided by 14. Divided by 14. So what is the solution? 7 by 11 will be divided by 14. Now you don't have any denominator in the whole number. So there you will write 1. Now this is your first step. Always remember to write, if you don't have any denominator of any number, you will write 1 on that place. So after writing 1, now this division symbol must be changed into multiplication. It will be changed into multiplication. So what it will become? It will become 1 by 14. Fine? 1 by 14. Why it will become 1 by 14? That numerator will become denominator and denominator will become numerator. Reciprocal will be there. So that will become 1 by 14. Now what is the next step? Numerator will multiply by the numerator and denominator will multiply by the denominator. Now next is reducing into lowest term. If you find it out, any term which is any number in numerator or in denominator, you will find it out in a common factor that will be reduced on the step. 7 ones are 7 and 7 twos are 14. Now 1 ones are 1 and 11 twos are 22. What will be the answer? 1 by 22 will be the answer. So children, what we have seen in this question? In this question we have seen how to divide a given proper fraction, a given unit fraction into that particular number of whole numbers into natural numbers by a fraction also. See children, in this we will do few more questions afterwards, and after doing that question we are going to do some of the question of mixed fraction also. That is not there in your book, but we will do it. Fine, so that you will be able to understand. Once you will understand all the steps, then we can carry on with that question. So before finish the class of today, let's see once again what is there in this simplify one, what we have done till now. Okay children? So let's start what we have seen in today's video. In today's video, what we have seen how to simplify a division question if an unit fraction will be given or a proper fraction will be given, and how can we do the division by a whole number. Fine. This we have done in this video of today, and as well as we have understood what are unit fraction. Unit fractions are those fractions which has 1 in its numerator, and then we understood what are proper fraction. Proper fractions are those fractions which has lesser numerator than denominator, and how we can do this division. Whenever you are supposed to do the division, you are going to write that question in this particular format. We'll see this question 5 again. What is given here? 7 by 11 that will be divided by 14. Now 14 we don't have anything in the denominator, so what we will write here? We will write 1 over there. Now 7 by 11, that will be multiplied by 1 by 14. That will be multiplied by 1 by 14. Why it will become 1 by 14? Because whenever we are changing that division into multiplication, the fraction which is after division, that will become reciprocal. Means that numerator will come into denominator, this numerator will come into denominator, and this denominator will come into numerator. So this will become 1 by 14. Now this 7 numerator will multiplied by numerator, and denominator will multiplied by the denominator. So after multiplication, now we have to reduce it. If we'll find it out any common factor, we'll do the reduce. We'll change it into lowest term here. Now 7 ones are 7 and 7 twos are 14. So this will become 1 by 22. Fine. So quite easy questions were there, but you need some practice. So tomorrow again we will take few of the division questions of this simplification. I hope you have enjoyed today's class. So that's all for today, children. Have a good day.